Oh man, had to bring them back by popular demand. Right here, we in Atlanta with hip hop's most hated, Ralo. Fam Goon, how you doing?
Hey, you talking about?
You feel like you most hated right now?
I just feel like, you know, when you trying to be like, it's just like if you got a job, you got a boss man all over you, so you try to walk in a certain way. I feel like in this industry, to be friends with it's like you walking on goddamn eggshells. But when you just be like, that shit, none of that shit don't even matter to you. No friendship, all that old shit, because a real friend gonna you regardless. You smell me? They'll admonish you and they'll tell you about yourself and you accept the constructive criticism. But that shit, a lot of that shit just be fake to me in this industry. So I'm just walking on the path where, only thing I praise and worship is the Lord. You smell me?
Mm. Well, I mean, since you've been home, I mean, you've been very vocal. You haven't held nothing back, and it's a lot of mixed reviews. It's a lot of people who feel like, you see it just like I see it,
Righteous.
because we
I
post
mean,
you a lot.
I understand a lot of, I be understanding where they coming from. I be understanding where they coming from. Like, I'm not a biased individual, nor am I, just selfish where I just don't give a fuck about the public opinion. Sometimes I say something in the public just to look at the comments, just to see what's their opinion. You know what I'm saying? And how they feel about things. Like, I seen one of the I think it was like Jook brother or some shit. He was just like, yeah, just like you love Dolph, this my big brother. And I love Jook, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understood where he was coming from. That's your brother. You got every right to feel how you feel, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying, your brother knew what he signed up for. You smell me? And you knew your brother was wrong. You smell me? Just like, I feel the opinions of the people when they be on the nigga on Gotti side. You smell me? They gotta understand that when Gotti came in the game, that was my favorite rapper. And he was dissing 3 6 Mafia. So, just cause a nigga made diss songs about you or made fun of you or some shit like that, I don't think that the man, you smell me? It's the rap game, you smell me? A lot of these niggas that's taking these lyrics to a whole nother level. You smell me? When, you know, the man was able to, successfully take care of his people, his family. Made the best man win in reference to lyrics. Like, you don't see Kendrick Lamar and Drake trying to kill each other. You smell me? Or no shit like that. It to me, when I look at this rap shit, cause I went to jail for rapping about my life. You smell me? And I know that this shit get real behind that wall. So now I look at the rap game, I look at the internet shit as a business. Like I now look at like, okay, a freestyle battle. You see niggas talk about each other, mama, your auntie, your uncles, and all this type of shit. I look at it like it's a battle. You smell me? So I ain't looking at it as if a nigga gotta die for this shit. You smell me? So it is what it is on that. So like, niggas gotta understand the business. Like, understand the business, get the money, take care of the people. You smell me?
It's definitely a business. I mean, we're seeing, from Charleston White to Woody, people who have a personality, they're making millions just off their voice. And it's damn near more money than rappers these days. If you have a personality.
It is more money than rappers. I'm telling you. I was just with, like, a couple months ago when I was in the halfway house, I was over there with Charleston White had came over here to my hood. It got a couple million views or whatnot. And I was showing around the neighborhood before I got it fixed up and shit. And I was telling them what I was finna do. And I'm still scratching it out. But anyway, my little brother done got pulled over down there. Ali done got pulled over down there on Northside Drive. And they impounded my Maybach van. And Charleston White was at the gas station. A nigga walked up to me. While Charleston White right there told me, I love you, bro. I love what you're doing for the hood. You're a real nigga. And gave me a hug and shake my hand and walked past me and said, hey, Charleston White, can I please take a picture with you? So I'm looking like, nigga, you just told me I was the realest nigga in the world. You didn't ask me for no picture. You went to go take a picture with Charleston White. I'm like, oh, this shit different out here. You smell me? Like, God. So I'm with you on that.
Yeah. And as much as people say they don't like you, man, everybody's tuned in. Our interview did damn near 2 million views.
Righteous.
Um, so I mean
Somebody like me,
everything that
right? Hey, somebody.
somebody got to be watching, you
Right.
know. But okay, let's get straight to the point. The Young Dolph trial ended yesterday. Everybody was tuned in. You were very vocal about it. Did you watch the whole thing?
I ain't watched none of it. I ain't watched
So,
none of it. Like I can't see no shit like that. I'm a goddamn say cheese fan. So anything you post, I kind of tune into. But other than that, I ain't really finna be watching. I don't even look at the Young Thug trial. Like I can't. Like I'm too emotional. Like my heart too big. I can't see certain shit. Even when the NFC girls fighting each other in the NFC, I can't even look at the NFC fight. I can't even look at this fight because I believe in fighting to the death. You smell me? Like I ain't around this motherfucker fighting to play no like niggas in that motherfucker fighting for their life in them like and then you in the motherfucking court cases and then you got my brother, he dead. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no fan. I can't even see no shit like that. You smell me? And honestly, I like to play court in the streets. Like I ain't respecting no nigga going to get no life sentence. I never was able to put that shit in my brain. Like okay, you know, a need to go to jail for the rest of their life. Like, hell nah, hold the shit in the whole court in the streets. Like, and I'm still battling between Ralo and Terrell because, Ralo say whole court in the streets. Terrell be like, okay, chill, people need to be together, all that old shit. So, I'm still battling a battle within myself.
when you seen that the first day, the prosecutor said that Jook allegedly put out a hit
Right.
for $100,000. Was that new to you, or did you know that
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 was new to
day?
me. I mean, you hear through the streets, you hear what people say, but I don't never believe shit what people say in the street because a nigga called me a rat. And once they called me that, I just stopped believing in street shit, period. So, when the motherfucking judge said it, I mean, when the motherfucking people in the courthouse said it, I'm like, oh, this shit gotta have some significance to it because, and automatically, I ain't even know that it was gonna hit the people the way it hit the people. I was just so mad. I'm like, man, them niggas, man, I don't give a man, we smoking a Jook pack. I don't even motherfucking smoke. But shit, I made me a lot of money off his ass. Cause all the goddamn little distro motherfuckers hit me up. I might have made me about 40, 50,000 off on them. I'm charging the high for Jook pack promos right now.
So I guess the two guys didn't get the 100,000. They were supposed to split. They were supposed to split 80,000, take 40-40, and then give the middleman 10,000 apiece, which would have been 20,000. So allegedly, well, based off what this guy's saying, Cornelius, he said that he only received $800. He didn't receive the 40,000 like he was supposed to receive. He said he didn't even know Dolph. He had no beef with him. He never met him. He just needed the money.
So where I'm at with that, me personally, I believe in hustling. Cause I be seeing motherfuckers, cause I read, you know what I'm saying? I read a lot. And I see when motherfuckers tell me like, Ralo, robbing and stealing ain't no difference between you selling metric tons of weed, heroin, and cocaine. You smell me? Me personally, in my goddamn brain and how I was raised, that was hustling. You smell me? That was actually like our job, or we put in work and we actually building up something. So me personally, I look at that type of shit as some grimy shit, like stealing and, not stealing from Walmart and shit like that. I ain't telling you how to go steal Walmart and shit, but I just know my people from my neighborhood had to steal from Walmart and different clothing stores to, utilize clothes and stuff. But what I'm saying is like, for a nigga to do some grime, like, nigga, you go do it. If I got a problem with you, I go handle my business. Where I'm from, niggas always talking about they send hits and shit. Where I'm from, we don't respect the nigga that sent the hit. We actually respect the nigga that did the hit. You smell me? So You know, I just don't respect shit like that, nigga. You got a problem with me, come handle me yourself. You smell me? Get in the bush. He should took his fat ass and got in and handle his business. That's what I'm on. You smell me?
Have you met Jook before?
Never met him.
Never.
Hell nah, I ain't met that nigga before. I ain't even know how he looked until yesterday.
What was It was some more information that came out about the case as well, about that CMG paid the lawyer $50,000.
I mean, if that's true, because you know, I just don't be believing everything I hear. You smell me? But that explains why all these niggas around this motherfucker deleting their Instagrams and deactivating their shit and shit like that. You know, man, my thing is, if y'all motherfuckers gonna handle the business, don't send no little boy to handle a grown man job. In the words of Young Dolph. You smell me? Like, handle your business, y'all. I don't know what be going on with these niggas. Like, if I got pressure with a nigga, I'm just gonna handle my own. You smell me? Like, you know, I got caught on a jet with it. I ain't have to be on that motherfucking jet with all that weed, but I would never send a nigga to do some shit that I wouldn't do. You smell me? That's just me personally. You know, that's just the Ralo opinions of that. If I got a problem with you, Sean, I'm gonna call you. Hey, home, pull up on me. You smell me? We need to holler at each other about that. If you ducking the Dodger, I'm gonna go find your ass. That's just me.
Did Dolph ever voice anything to you about his difference with CMG? Was it any kind of advice, or not concerned, but maybe, you know, some advice?
Man,
or
it just be so much good vibes went on with Dolph that I don't live my brother. We never talked about no negativity. Only thing we talk about was getting money. You smell me? He used to try to figure out, like, how the hell you making all this money, Ralo, and the weed price is so fucked up now. Cause you know, back in his days of doing what he was doing, it was a little bit more profit in it. You smell me? So when, you know, it got to me and I'm still out this motherfucker making millions and millions of dollars, he was trying to figure out, like, hey, how the hell you know what I'm saying, you still making all this out such and such with the woo. And all we talked about was, I was telling him how I was doing my game and my dope game and things of that matter. He was telling me, he was teaching me about the rap game. So, you know, both of us had foreign things to communicate about. You smell me?
Mm-hmm. What so more details came out that he was shot 20 times. 4 of the bullets left his body, 16 stayed in. We also learned that one of the other shooter, which was, he got sentenced to life. He is in a picture of with Dolph, an old picture.
The one I posted.
Yeah, the one you posted. And this guy, he wanted to be with a PRE.
Right. You know, my thing is with that, that's some heartbreaking shit. Like, that shit, you know, I'm emotional. I might fuck around and cry. We keep talking about it so much. But what I'm saying, like, I just can't figure out how could you be with a nigga today and tomorrow be his biggest op. You know for a fact this nigga got kids. You know for a fact this nigga got a girl. You know for a fact his mama love him. You got Key Glock. You got so many people depending on this individual. How could you put in your motherfucking brain that if you kill this man for $40,000, you might well go work in a warehouse for this year? You can go get a chicken plant job this year. You can go goddamn you can go get a fucking job for this $40,000. Teachers make $40,000 a year. You smell me? Like, you can go to live hang and hang motherfucking chickens and get $4,000 a month, $40,000 in 10 months. So, like, you not even taking these factors in. Nigga, that's why you gotta show empathy for people. Like, whenever I'm doing something with a person, or doing something for a person, or doing something to a person, I automatically put myself in that person's shoes. You smell me? Unless it just done went too fucking far. Cause you gotta think about it. Dolph had money too. You smell me? Dolph died a multi-millionaire. So it ain't like he couldn't have did the same thing to the opposition. He could have been put 100 on one of them niggas' head and got them niggas off. Shawty just stood, got the money, stacked on business, did his shows and things of that matter, and kept going. Y'all bought into the beef. Y'all bought into this shit. So why is everybody mad? You know what I'm saying? Why is everybody that mad that you gonna take that extra mile to handle the business like that? I don't respect that shit, bro. Like ain't nobody. This the only blood that we got. We ain't get no blood from. I'm talking about from the beginning now. A lot of niggas done got dropped after that. But what I'm saying, before Dolph got shot, there was the only super bad blood that was there. You smell me? So, you know, I just don't feel like, you know, Dolph was getting money. He could have been did the same shit them niggas did. That shit easy. Nigga call anybody. Hey, I got 100,000 on my head, and we'll have a lot of crash dummies doing some dumbass shit like that. You smell me? So that's just where I'm at with it. Like, come on, dog. Like, if he ain't do it, or if he ain't turn that, and he ain't like Dolph got some pussy ass niggas around him, cause he got niggas like me, and he got other real niggas that, you know, they can say nigga internet, but everything that I said on the internet really was true. He's talking about really stood on business. So, you know, he could have did the same thing, what I'm saying.
A lot of people are just wondering, where did it stem from? Do you feel like it was just plain jealousy? Because nobody knows how it even got this far.
You know,
do you feel like it was plain hatred?
I mean, on their end, I feel like even if it was the nigga Big Jook, for example, right? Yo Gotti name ain't came up in this shit none, right? His label CMG shit coming up, but what I'm saying, they didn't say Yo Gotti put the $100,000 hit, and y'all motherfuckers know Yo Gotti got a lot of fucking money. They saying Big Jook did this, right? Yo Gotti know the hustle. Yo Gotti knew from him, Dixon, 3 6 Mafia, and all the rest of these niggas how to hustle and make money. So even if it was Dolph, if it was internet beef or if it was rap beef or whatever, money came from this shit. You smell me? People bought into this shit. Don't play with me, play with your bitch. That motherfucking song streamed. Like me personally, if I thought I was dealing with a real gangster, I wouldn't even be bothering that nigga on the internet. If I'm bothering a nigga on the internet, I don't feel like that nigga a gangster. I'm playing with that nigga because I don't think that nigga no gangster. Real gangsters don't fuck with gangsters. You smell me? That shit automatically bondage. If you're a killer, I'm a killer. We know each other, man. I just don't think that it was no real super goddamn killer animosity between the nigga to my brother Dolph and the nigga Yo Gotti. That's my personal opinion. You know, I think that both of them hustled and made them a whole lot of fucking money. And then you got this old douchebag ass nigga Jook wanting to take the extra mile when he should have said that pussy ass down.
Yeah. Because, I mean, just based off songs, Jook and Dolph knew each other. They had a real relationship.
I mean, from what I see, I think maybe found out here your big sister, I found out your big sister, huh? You still the same, yeah, I mean, you know, all that, but in the whole nutshell of money, you know, I'm thinking about the money aspect of it. Gotti made a lot of money. Dolph made a lot of money. You smell me? And we got this middleman ass nigga Jook fucking both plays up. Cause now Gotti goddamn hotter than a motherfucker, and you got my boy in the motherfucking ground. Like, pussy ass nigga. Like, oh man, he in the ground too, so man. I mean, me personally, everybody keep telling me, Ralo, why you saying this and that? You need to respect the dead. Nigga, I don't respect everybody that's dead. I don't respect it. I think some of these fuck niggas need to be put in the ground. Just remember, that's just my opinion. Now everybody got down crying and shit when somebody died. But what about all this pussy ass shit this individual was doing? Oh, so we just got a Muslim brother that they just killed on motherfucking live TV. Everybody know this brother just got killed. The government did this. So obviously I ain't the only one that feel like some people supposed to be in the ground, although I don't think my Muslim brother's supposed to be in the ground, but some of these fuck niggas, it's been ruled and it's law that some of these niggas need to be in the ground. So I don't want the goddamn motherfucking police, internet police. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use this against Ralo. Y'all say people supposed to be in the, y'all killing motherfuckers. So some of these niggas that's in the ground, I just don't believe, you know, I don't respect them.
When he got sentenced to life, you went viral for saying you wish he would have got out.
Pardon me, say that one more time. Oh, it's my nigga.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's time to play when you do some shit like that. Like nigga, it's time to be out this motherfucker like Batman and Robin. It's time to goddamn play that. You know, I don't believe in, you know, all that old shit. I ain't with all that getting on the stand and making sure nigga, you know. But Dolph's wife wanted justice in that way, so I ain't gonna go against her. You smell me? And I love her. You smell me? And she wanted justice in that manner that suits her. Some people believe in that. I mean, some people like law and order and shit like that. But when you was raised differently, like the law was always the opposition. So I just ain't been able to, you know, change my heart in that way.
So let me ask you this. Before you started rapping, you used to fund other rappers' careers?
I mean, in a way, I mean, all these rap niggas used to come ask to borrow money. You know, I ain't gonna put them out there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these niggas,
we don't gotta say no names. We don't gotta say
they
no
know
names.
who they is. That's why they be not wanting to say nothing to me now. But guess what? I say, Chi, Sean, whatever they want to call you, the moment these fuck niggas make me mad, I got camera footage of them niggas. I'm getting these niggas chains and shit back. I recorded it. Yep, I recorded it. So nigga better not make me mad. I'm sending this straight to say cheese.
So what would they ask for? They would ask for money, jewelry. Would they pay you back, or you didn't care to get the money back?
I ain't now one of them niggas that would pay me back. They did songs and shit for me, and they, you know, posted my albums and shit like that. Like a lot of this shit, like Boosie up here trying to act like he goddamn did shit for me for free, nigga. You know how many times your girl came over there and got money out my apartment in Pakistan, and you know it was favor for favor. It was never I ain't never say, Boosie, you gotta give me no money back. He gonna tell the whole lie like this bitch. I mean, scream, I don't mean to call you no bitch, but like his girl came over there simply to get a blunt. Nigga, I don't even smoke blunts. Nigga, I had 1,000 pounds in the apartment. Why the f a girl come over there to get a blunt? Nigga, you sent your girl all the way to Pakistan to get a blunt for real? Man, get out of here, man. He lying. I ain't lying. I be telling the truth. That's why they don't be liking this shit I be saying, because I say shit other niggas wouldn't say. That goddamn talking about I'm trolling him. But when I was in jail, he was trolling me. Nobody ain't stop him. So yeah, I'm out here trolling. I'm doing what I'm doing.
So wait, he sent this girl over there to get what exactly?
He told me, hey, Ralo, I'm out of town right now. My girl, you'll make sure she gets some money. I said, boo, how much she need? He said, just give about 4,000-5,000. That's all she need. First of all, at this time, I ain't even getting my own hoe 4,000-5,000. I'll get her a couple thousand, 2,000-3,000, go shopping here. So guess what I did? She came in that motherfucker. I counted out 5,000 to her. I'm like, okay, this will establish a good relationship between Boosie and I. And don't get me wrong, I love Boosie to death. I just be mad the nigga won't let me pull up with my paperwork. You smell me? And I think that's just only fair. But I guess because I don't did all this shit over the internet, it probably ruined. But I don't give a fuck no more, because shit, at that point, I be feeling like they ain't my friend anyway, so I don't got no friends to lose. You smell me?
How much would you give rappers at a time?
I mean, them niggas, certain niggas was asking for a lot of money. You know, some of them were getting 50,000, some of them were getting 25,000. Just different rap niggas was coming to get different monies. You know, niggas was fucked up back then. There wasn't no such thing as PPP, and there wasn't no such thing as, you know, all this streaming money that going on, and YouTube checks probably were coming, but we definitely didn't know how to get it. We just not learning the game. You smell me?
Yeah, it wasn't no Apple and Spotify.
Pandora.
This was around, this was around like live mixtapes and shit.
My mixtape, that Pill, Spinnerella, we had to pay them.
You had to pay them to get the top slide. I remember that time. So word was getting around town that, yo, you could go to Ralo to fund you to help make shit look good, maybe a few dollars, maybe some jewelry, and you didn't mind helping people out.
I mean, it just don't, bro. You gotta understand this. I was making so much goddamn money to the point where that shit was like just crazy. Like, you gotta think about it. I might go in the club and, you know, a nigga might be done call me. He like, Ralo, I'm coming down the road. Now I got your money. He might owe me 50,000, 100,000, whatever, depends on how much I would give him. And I was like, just meet me in the club. He might meet me in the club with his 50,000. But you gotta think about it. I already still got his pack at the house. I can just get him that. So I go in the club and I can throw all this shit. You get what I'm saying? Cause I still got that pack. I still got my people that's ready to rebuild. I got loads of this shit, so it really didn't matter. You smell me? Although, you know, I was real, you know, particular with my money, like, cause I really value relationships. You smell me? So it wasn't there for me to give this rapper 50,000 or 5,000 or 20,000 or 100, because these are the people that I was setting up on my chessboard for all of us to win. You smell me? Win together. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no goddamn, when a nigga call me a rat, these niggas scared to goddamn come around and, oh, this nigga say that, this he say, she say shit. I don't give a fuck who said something. Come to me and let me show you. You smell me? And you know, some shit just ain't for the internet. But sometimes I get mad and I just post it.
So you feel like some of the guys that you helped out in the beginning stages, they didn't keep it real with you later on?
Bro, this shit is crazy. Like, nigga, I'd have never thought some of these niggas be on the type of time they be on. You smell me? Like, these niggas be so much of cowards. These niggas don't know how to be their own man. These niggas care about what another motherfucker say about them. They ain't their own man. So if they say, oh, this person don't fuck with Ralo, oh, I ain't gonna fuck with him. You ain't your own man. You smell me? I'm telling Boosie, come see the paperwork. I'm public slam. And one of you niggas that think I did some lame shit like that, come on over here and let me show you. I'm saying it in a general statement. I'm giving everybody an invitation. Like, hey, you see Boosie won't do it, you can't do it, or you can't do it. And then another nigga, oh, he shout to say this, shout to say that. I don't give a fuck about he say, she say. The black and white ain't gonna lie. You smell me? And you know, when I get like that, that shit almost fuck with my brain and make me like fuck with my mental to the point where I be like, man, fuck everybody, it's up. I don't care about what the fuck nigga say. Nigga gonna say Ralo to internet, so you ain't my motherfucking friend. So what it matter? Maybe if you was my friend, I'd probably listen to you. But you want to support me in private and talk to me in private, and you don't want to support me publicly, fuck you.
So you feel like not even just, well, Boosie, that time when I guess the phone call leaked or whatever, he went on Vlad saying what he said. You feel like that kind of hurt your reputation just a little bit?
It hurted me.
Where certain rappers don't want to stand next to you.
It hurt me, my feelings, to the highest, to the core. You smell me? I personally feel like, you know, in this life, that's the worst shit you can be called. You smell me? So I be on some shit like, oh, you called me that? Now, when a nigga say I'm an internet nigga, that shit don't bother me. Nigga, I got called a rat, so I'm mad. I don't give a fuck. Like, y'all already called me the worst shit in the world, so now I be mad as fuck. So when I be telling them, go back and listen to the phone call, because maybe y'all ain't understanding. I said it bluntly. I made it just phone to make it seem like I knew these people. So if I made it seem like I knew these people, then obviously I was making some shit up. But you take this one part, I made it juicy for them, and now you make this shit like, oh, he said he made it. Nigga, the whole phone call, I'm telling you, 400,000. 400,000, I'm sorry, bro, you ain't know I was trying to pay a nigga for this shit ain't work. And now we talking about 7 years later now. It's 7, 8 years later, and we haven't found out one person that's locked up for Ralo. I even heard a nigga say some shit like, oh yeah, he gave people up, but when they said he had to testify, he didn't want to move forward. Pussy ass nigga, that ain't how the feds work. First of all, 98% of federal cases don't go to trial, period. And second of all, I had Brian Steele, Don Samuel, and Drew Finland. I had the top 3 lawyers of the time right now. You think for 1 second, if a nigga would have got arrested for Ralo, they want to let me go home? If one nigga would have been arrested for Ralo, Brian Steele, Drew Finn, and Don Samuel would have made sure I walked out that motherfucking door. So what I'm saying here is, hell yeah, like it's so much bullshit going on. Let me tell this per, let me tell this per, let me tell this per. Oh, he let a nigga on his phone. Nigga, back then we were using flip phones. It ain't enough for me to go to the store and get a fucking flip phone for $15 and pay a $30 card. You think for 1 second me making $5-10 million that I'm finna let the feds get a phone with some damn crime in it? What the fuck is you stupid? I ain't make $5-10 million being an idiot. So for a motherfucker to even think, these motherfuckers ain't even thinking straight because they don't even know how the feds roll. The feds don't even do shit like that.
I forgot what the audio said. I think the audio was something like, you pretended you told on some. It was something. I don't know. What was? Give us a rollback on the audio again that came out while you were in the feds.
The brother called me. First of all, I'm on a cell phone. Everybody keeps saying this a jailhouse call. It was never a jailhouse call. Y'all just perceiving it as a jailhouse call because this nigga had on like a wire or something. Cause I'm making sure he ain't recording me because I'm on Queen phone. You smell me? So he couldn't never been recording me like like out in public. He had a motherfucking little thing on and he would record, he put me on speakerphone and I was talking to the nigga. So he telling me, cause at first we was gonna pay an officer. Cause the motherfucking, the prosecutor wrote like, hey Ralo, the prosecutor wrote Brian Steele and like, if I give up the officer who brought me the cell phone in, they'll give me a reduction on my sentence. So I'm like, shit, let me call the officer. So I get me a cell phone, I call the officer, I'm like, look, I'm gonna give you $250,000 for you to go on this motherfucker and tell these people you brought me their phone. Cause I know if you get some paperwork on me saying I told on you, you gonna tell the world I told on you. So I called John Doe. I made sure John Doe went to the motherfucking officer and tried to pay the officer $250,000. The officer said, hell nah, Ralo, I ain't finna take no motherfucking charge. So right off back, if we go back to the big facts interview of me in jail, I'm telling the world like, I can get out now if this nigga come forward. If you go back to the big facts interview, just look, I kept saying, I can get out right now and shout to come forward. I'm telling the officer, I'm trying to throw shots at the officer, like, come on, get these $250,000 and help me get on up out this motherfucker. So I'm telling John Doe, I'm like, bro, that's the same move we were finna do together for $250, except these folks charging $400,000 to get caught with a load. You smell me? If this nigga saying that, if you saying you getting this load from this nigga and you get him $400,000, he turn himself in and he gone, you automatically finna get a reduction off your sentence. You smell me? So I'm telling this douchebag ass nigga that, and guess what? He tried to edit the call like, yeah, you did what you did. Fuck nigga, I told you what I did and it was nothing more than that. That what it was and that what it is. And when I say I made it juicy, guess what the nigga saying? Everybody ain't listening to that portion of the conversation. Everybody like, okay, he made it juicy for them people. So that was what went on. That was the conversation.
You recently went live and you said that you don't want to be an old rapper like Boosie. And Boosie didn't take that too lightly. Boosie flexed his muscles a little bit. He says that every weekend I'm getting 150,000 cash.
Man,
you know, but why poke at Boosie though, man? Why say something like that?
Because he was fucking with me while I was in jail, and I don't forget that shit. Like niggas that been in jail, right? Bitches will get on the phone and they'll hang up the phone in your face. Hoes cheating on you out here. Hoes be motherfucking spending your money, stealing from you, trying you, doing all this lame ass shit. And some of these bitch ass niggas, they be running out with your money, and we don't forget that shit. You smell me? And I just didn't forget none of this shit Boosie did to me while I was in jail. He was clowning me while I was down. So I just said, okay, I'm gonna clown that pussy ass when I get out. That's what I'm gonna do. If the nigga don't sit down and have a conversation, cause I came to him kindly. Hey, let's have a conversation. First of all, bro, Jay-Z got Beyonce, motherfucking Mary J. Blige, my favorite singer. R. Kelly, my favorite motherfucking male singer. Like all these different people, it's over 40 years old, over 50 years old. I wasn't saying everybody that's old shouldn't rap. I'm just saying me. You got to think about it. I lead the whole Muslim community. You smell me?
No route guidance active at the moment.
The
Oh,
cop be talking
Maybach,
to
big
her.
Maybach things going on.
So goddamn. So I'm not saying every motherfucker that's over this age shouldn't rap. I'm just saying me because I'm leading the whole Muslim community and rapping is haram. That means like a lot ain't pleased with rappers. So I'm saying at a certain age in my life, I want to just be able to, practice my religion and do the right thing by him because me doing this rap shit ain't doing nothing but leading my people in the wrong direction. You smell me? That's just me. That's just what I believe in.
Yeah.
And
Well,
every
Boosie.
Muslim every Muslim on earth, from Kevin Gates to myself to Lil Durk and all this go for all of us. We don't post a rap. We really don't.
Yeah. Well, Boosie responded. He tweeted. Like I said, he's making 150 a weekend.
Hold up, back to that. Let's get back to that 150. Boosie ain't making no motherfucking $150,000 a week. Crazy, man. You heard what you said? 150.
It's believable. I can see him doing a show Friday, Saturday, Sunday, some after parties. I can see that.
Ain't nobody getting booked Friday, Saturday, Sunday for a whole 20, 30 years. Nobody.
I think Boosie's a legend. I think in places like South Carolina,
he's a great
Mississippi.
Legend. Listen, let me tell you something. Do you know how much I just got booked at the same motherfucking places Boosie got booked at? And guess what? That motherfucker with this smile, they can't afford to pay him that much money and generate that type of revenue at that dough. Crazy, man.
I think Boosie has a large range of fans, man, from kids to people in their 50s, man. I think a lot of people.
He might make it off of YouTube.
I'm not taking
He not making it on no show, son. I don't give a damn what you say. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a nigga ain't making no 50,000 Friday, 50,000 Saturday, $50,000 Sunday. It's not happening.
You don't see him getting 30 a show and then 20 after parties? You don't see that? I think it's believable.
Not at the shit that he been to, cause I was there. And they on and with my little goddamn after party, cause I charged 20 for the show and I charged 10 for the after party. It was a 30 ball, right? So I did it that Friday and I did it that Saturday. I made me a 60. And guess what? This motherfucker was packed out. Nobody couldn't even get in that motherfucker. So what I'm saying, it's impossible. Now we talking to promoters and all right here. Promoters will tell you they can't make that type of money in that type of venue. It's just impossible.
I get it, but I'm saying like Boosie's the ultimate hustler like yourself. He's gonna go to Mississippi and get 10 features, charging $5,000 a piece. That's what that's 50. It's like it's son, so many ways.
It's not gonna happen, son. I'm sorry. I ain't hanging on no nigga. I love Boosie and I love you, but I'm just facing reality here. You be lucky to get a show every week nowadays. Money is fucked up. First of all, it's not
the economy.
PPP.
The economy is fucked up.
It's not gonna happen, Sean. I don't care what you say. It's nobody can convince me that. You smell me? Because I know what club. You only got selected clubs that even open on Sundays. You smell me? Like clubs got their own nights. You got selected clubs. The best night of a motherfucking club week is a Saturday. That's the best. That's his strongest day. That's all our strongest day in reference to club. People still got to work on Fridays. People still got kids that go to school on Fridays. Sunday, that is the church day. No matter what you say across the board, Saturday is the only day that we have power in clubs. And I doubt that he getting no motherfucker. Guess what he booked that now? This week, him and BJ booked that Opium. I 100% guarantee you that he ain't getting no 50,000. That motherfucker this little. And then you got to think about it. BG on the ticket, so they had to goddamn, you know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know, it's impossible. We in the Maybach here. It's only 4 people can fit in this motherfucker. For you to sit up here and say it was 10 motherfuckers in there, nah, it's impossible. I don't care what you say. Yeah, nobody can convince me of that.
So, he did shoot a jab.
Why the hell you think that anyway?
I mean, 3 days a week, knowing him doing features, going to. I'm thinking he's talking all the money all around the board. It could be believable. Feature money, after parties, and then the main concert. I think you can get
let's do the math. You saying how much you saying he getting for the show?
Between 30 to 40.
All right. You think he
Then the
got that
after
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
then the after party 10,000. Let's start with Friday. So that's 10. That's 40,000. 30 plus 10, and then another 10 on features. I think he could do that twice a week. Because
Yeah,
Boosie's
so
a
now we down to 100. We ain't
we live in the South, bro. Boosie's a legend, bro. We
Very legend.
can't
I
we
love
can't
him.
play that.
I ain't
From
gonna
Carolina,
that. I just
from
know
the
niggas is broke right now.
They are.
People calling my phone right now. Hey, I'll show you in person, but I ain't gonna tell you who they are. Niggas is broke right now. Go to the club. Strippers ain't even making money right now. I'm telling you, it's a fucked up time. If you ain't making money off YouTube and views and streams and shit, you fucked up. Jobs is fucked up. Did you just not see that motherfucking the whole 300 just got fired?
Yeah,
What I'm saying, Sean, it's a fucked up time, and he is not making that money right now. I don't care what nobody say. It's impossible. It's fucked up right now.
So after that statement, he took a jab at your rap career.
Oh yeah, he can say what? They can say I don't know how to rap. I don't give a damn. They study back. They finna give me another deal next week. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna get I'm about that money. I don't care what nobody. In my brain, I got a certain vision that I'm trying to do. I'm focused on this goal, and I don't give a damn what nobody say. I don't care. He can say I don't know how to rap, but shit, it's a whole motherfucking lot of people listening to me. And when I go in the club, I say, ah, shit, pop, shit. The whole club said, swear I can't stop shit. So obviously, some in there going good for me, you know?
What I mean, do you even care about rap though? Because sometimes you do say that rap
I
isn't.
learned, me personally, I'm just so what I'm saying is I got a certain goal in my head, and I got a certain amount of money. I got a certain amount of money that I'm trying to get to make sure that I secure this bag for the rest of my life. And what I'm doing is I'm gonna make $10,000 a day without the rap game for the rest of my life, so I can lead to my kids. So in my brain, if I gotta go do this interview, I gotta go do this show, I gotta go do this feature, I gotta go do this road promo, I gotta go do this. I'm not even focused on a motherfucker saying that about rap. Like, that's the least of my worry. Okay, they say I need 15 songs for this album, 15 songs for this album. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in this motherfucking booth, I'm gonna make the best 15 songs for each album, and I'm gonna get the money. They worried about all this shit. I think every human being around this bitch got their own art. Sean got his own art. She got her own art. I got my own art. So my picture that I paint might not be pleasing to your eyes, but it's pleasing to somebody motherfucking eyes. I don't like the Mona Lisa, but guess what? A lot of motherfuckers buying it and looking into it. So his opinion is just like everybody else. Shit, some people love me. Some people team Ralo. Some people team Boosie. Some people team both of us. I don't want to get it fucked up like I just hate Boosie. I just hate the shit he did.
You said you made $8 million off the rap game.
Yep, I smoked they boots. I killed them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't sold no dope, so everything that's coming in is from the rap game. You know what I'm saying? Whether this interview, rap game, this rap game got me this. Whether goddamn, I met Dirt, rapping. I met Lil Baby, rapping. I met all these dudes that gave me money rapping. I met 21 rapping. Not saying they rappers and saying they discrediting them, but shit, all of this money came from the rap game. So what I did was I ended up, I had a duplex right here that they ain't get. I bought them up for $38,000. I sold that bitch for $170,000 without anything, without doing anything to it. See, so when I sold that, I bought the apartments. Boom. I put a little money with it, bought the apartments. I bought this lot. Lil Dirt gave me $40,000. I put $60,000 out my pocket that I made from Empire. Bought this lot for $100,000. I bought this lot. Lil Baby gave me $50,000. I put another $50,000 with it. That got me this lot for $100,000. Then my mama house, I ended up cashing out on that. I had dropped Political Prisoner and Empire sent me a check. So let's just keep going. So I had like $3 to $4 million in property. PPP hit. Everything that was $1 ended up being $2. So these $4 million just turned into $8 million. You smell me? And then I'm still getting checks every month. I'm still doing promo and shit like that. And that was when I was in jail. You smell me? So what I'm saying, yeah, I milked their ass. That's how I got it. And they come over here and I showed them too. And now I'm probably worth like a good 12 because I bought that plaza over there. I'm finna build on top of that. And I'm gonna be down there 20 ball. Cause they let me put 2 levels on that bitch. So yeah, baby, the money coming and it coming from the rap game.
When you was in jail at your lowest, you spoke on it before. You speak on it a lot actually, but you really don't say too much about it. You say that a lot of people that you expected to look out for you, they didn't.
Right.
Are these rappers? Is it family?
I mean, I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's both. But you know, like my thing is, none of these niggas don't owe me shit. But the niggas that owed to me, I really highly expected them to pay me. Cause I ain't never did no lying shit. I did the right thing by my people, you smell me? I wouldn't have ever expected a nigga to run off on me.
How much did you keep saying that too? How much money was stolen from you while you were locked
About
up?
$5 million.
Oh my God.
About $5 million.
And have you seen these guys? Like you told me you forgive them in the last interview, but do you really forgive them?
These niggas been ducking me. Like they been dodging me. So the rap niggas ain't only dodging me, them niggas dodging me. And so and then, you know, when that little rat shit came, you know, all of these niggas use that as an excuse to hide from me and stay the fuck around me. You smell me? Because certain rappers know they ain't never sent me no money, and they know I sent them money. They know I would have sent them money if they was in the position that I was in. You smell me? And then the rest of these niggas that owe me money, these niggas, I was on one of somebody's page, and I seen one of the niggas comment up on the ATL Top 20. I'm like, what the fuck? So I went on my page to see if the nigga was up on there. He went up on it. I typed the name, and that shit said I'm blocked. I'm like, nigga, you owe me money. You block me. You smell me? Like, they be high, bro. Like, that shit's some lame sucker shit, because my kids and my wife and my people needed that money. You smell me?
So was this money that was stashed away at only a place that they knew about it? And they just...
It was packs I had gave them. Like, I might have gave this nigga 50 pounds. I might have gave this nigga 30 pounds. Like, I had thousands of pounds of weed. I had a lot of bricks. I had shit, you know what I'm saying? I was giving it out. And I had a piece of paper where everybody owed me certain money and shit that I knew I kept giving them. You smell me? So I already knew in my head, like, if anything happened to me, I'm still $5 million up. I know my girl can at least collect at least 3 of them, and I could have took care of my damn self. I wouldn't have never needed no money from none of these people.
But so it seems as if these individuals thought you were gone for a long time.
They thought I was gone forever. I did too. I thought I was gone forever too.
So, I mean, look, I mean, your lifestyle hasn't changed. I mean, you're sitting in a Maybach right now. This is legendary, actually. I mean, when I was there, Lamborghinis, trucks, it was everything you could think of. I mean, the new store you just bought. When you got out, did you have to start all the way from zero, or did you kind of have a little else?
I actually started from zero. You smell me? I started from zero. That folk took everything from me, and all these niggas ran off on me. So, like, you know, Empire was sending me money. I just invested that shit in real estate. I really was investing in real estate due to the fact that I thought people was gonna run off on me because they already had ran off. So I'm like, shit, I don't know how much time I'm gonna sit in this bitch. So when I was investing in this real estate, I ain't never known that, you know, we'll have COVID, and I ain't never know that, you know, money was gonna just be like that. This same shit that was $20,000 over here, that shit $400,000 right now. You smell me? So I would have never thought that type of shit occurred. So the good Lord just blessed me with investing my money, and I learned how to build shit. You smell me? I learned how to get with contractors. I learned how to go to Lowe's. I learned how to put foundation down. I was expecting you to come back out here today, and I was gonna show you the whole new crib. This shit brand new now.
Yeah, you sent me a picture of it. It looks totally different.
Completely.
That shit look good. So you started from zero, man. I mean, I know when you got out, Lil Baby, you said Dirk sent you money. Do you still talk to the Gucci?
I just seen Gucci in the club. You smell me? But you gotta think about it. Gucci had be in all the world. You can't. Gucci just a different type of person. But he gave me a hug. We embraced each other. We gave each other smiles. Me and his wife, we was real cool. Like, we still cool. I love that lady to death or whatnot. But we just seen each other in the club, and it was great vibes or whatnot. So, I mean, I know the internet be always saying we against each other and all that other sucker shit, but I just seen this man at 2 Chainz party with QCP, and we just hugged and dapped each other up, and he told me out of his own mouth that he happy as fuck that I'm out, and he happy that my situation worked out. And guess what? Gucci ain't no pussy. If he don't fuck with you, he would have told your ass right in the club. No matter how many niggas you with, no matter how gangster you with, he would have told your ass, nigga, I don't fuck with you. Get the fuck off by me. So,
Yeah. Rich homie Quan
right.
passed away. Super unexpected.
Very unexpected.
We know y'all had history, good
Right.
and bad. Things happen. People have disagreements. You went to the funeral to pay your respects. But like I said, you're the most hated. So everything you do, people are going to grab the good and bad from it. It was, he was there on live, not showing his respects. It was, he was there with Boosie. He could have sat down with him there. How was the whole Rich Homie Quan experience? And did y'all get to make up, since the whole not beef but disagreement that happened years past?
When I was in prison, I was over the Muslim cause in several places. And like with being that person, you got a certain way you have to walk. Even out here, I be still doing crazy shit that I ain't pleased with, and I know my Lord ain't pleased with. But I called that man while I was in that state of mind, and I told him, like, we killing this beef, and he was highly honored to do that. You smell me? And I had to go pay my respect to his funeral because that's just the right fucking thing to do. And quite honestly, bro, all the people that I seen posting him, were none of these people at this man's funeral. Like, bro, if you would have seen the back, because the camera's only showing the front, bro. If you would have seen the whole top, not one soul was at the top. The whole back of us, nobody went down. And you smell me? Like, I just feel like it should have been more people there. You smell me? You had the DC Young Fly, you had the Rocco, you had the Young Dolph, you had myself, and you had Boosie. Those was the most popular faces that I seen there. And then online, it was just, everybody was just Rich Homie Quan, you know what I'm saying? And it really hurt my heart that, it wasn't a lot of people there like that. You smell me? And then, like, you got to think about it, like, when I got up, because, I was with a lot of my niggas, you know what I'm saying? Boosie sat right behind me. Out of respect for this man's funeral, I gave my word that I wasn't even going to approach Boosie about that situation. You smell me? This ain't the place. I know where you live, you know where I live. You can invite me over, I can invite you. Always invited over here. I got a mad zit. So, like, I just think that ain't even, like, what we got going on and what was said is not a conversation that can last 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? This is a conversation where you need to sit down and we need to read this shit together and see what occurred or not. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't think this is real, we possibly need to go to this courthouse and I pay the money and you pay the money and we print this paperwork out and you just read for yourself. You smell me? So, like, that wasn't even the place to be done because we really need to get to the nitty gritty of this. You smell me? So, that portion, but it was an honor to see him die. You smell me? Because I really miss and I love Boosie. So I ain't gonna sit up here and act like goddamn I ain't hurt from the situation and it just fucked that man because I really honestly love the brother. You smell me? Like, I appreciated him for even doing a song when I was in jail. You know what I'm saying? I appreciated him for saying free Ralo. All that shit meant something to me. So I ain't gonna sit up here and, act like he just a straight up fucked up ass fuck nigga. You smell me? I'm team him, but I'm still gonna always goddamn stand on business when it come down to the truth and the lie. You smell me? I ain't gonna let no nigga lie on me. You smell me?
Yeah. It was told to me that a lot of rappers stopped answering for Rich Homie Quan before he died.
Man, none of
But
these niggas was fucking Rich Homie Quan. All these niggas was calling Rich Homie Quan a rat. They was calling him Snitch Homie Quan. I remember, everybody act like they don't remember, but when I say the shit, everybody wanna troll me. Only reason why I say the shit because I don't feel like I answer to nobody, and I feel like none of these niggas don't really fuck with me anyway, so I ain't even engaging in trying to get a nigga to fuck with me. Hate me. Y'all, I hate Ralo Tribe, be a part of it. I just don't give a fuck, and I'ma just tell y'all the truth. I'm just a nigga that tell the truth about things. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I might troll, I might laugh, I might giggle, but nigga, I turn into Incredible Hulk if you make me mad. You smell me? So, just like live. You gotta think about it, bro. You know how many motherfuckers went live in that bitch? But everybody wanna talk about Ralo went live. Nigga, at every funeral I've been to in my whole life, we took pictures inside the funeral home. I did not take not one picture, or I did not even pull my phone out. I respected the whole funeral. But everybody in this motherfucker seen these people with their phones out taking pictures and shit. But like the nigga pretty much, you had to see all these people taking pictures in this motherfucker and recording the whole funeral. And now after the funeral, we see everybody posting pictures inside the funeral and posting pictures outside of the funeral thing. But y'all motherfuckers ain't bashing them. But Ralo posts up pictures and Ralo take, nigga, I wasn't even on it. I was there showing love and showing care for Koya. This is my partner. I've been knowing Koya all my life. This is his sister. Shit weird, man.
you think the fallout with him and Thug had a lot to do with, because the fans gonna pick their sides.
Right.
A lot of that played a part of, Rich Homie Quan's decline in the music industry was the fallout with Rich Homie. I mean, with Young Thug. And fans, they like to choose sides, man. They don't understand that all this is entertainment, and it's okay to listen to both artists.
Right. So my thing, me, I personally think that Rich Homie Quan and Thug was the best rap combination in history to me. Like, I don't think nobody was better than them two of our generation. You know what I'm saying? But I think that we allow this rap game and industry to turn us into some shit that we ain't. And like, you gotta be comfortable in your own skin. You smell me? You gotta be comfortable to know that everybody ain't gonna fuck with you and everybody ain't gonna like you. And you gotta be comfortable with not letting that shit bother you. And I think that, that shit, I ain't gonna blame it on the people. I'm gonna blame it on himself. We can't blame it on the people. We gotta blame it on ourselves. And once he got in that motherfucking box of, okay, these people not fucking with me like that, he just let that shit destroy him personally. And when he let that shit destroy him, he didn't know how to come up out of that shit. You smell me? You see how when everybody called me these rats and shit, and I came up out of that shit like, man, fuck y'all, what? Who gonna do something? What's something? Yeah, I'm here. Oh yeah, I'm finna buy another car. I'm finna buy another house. Oh yeah, nah, fuck your bitch. Yeah, this me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be letting that shit get to you. You smell me? When a motherfucker try to turn you down, you power up on a bitch, and he let that shit destroy him, man. And you run to drugs, you get to run into shit, and they're gonna probably make it worse than what it was. And I be telling people like, man, don't let none of this shit destroy you. Don't even care if a nigga don't like you. You see when a nigga comment on your shit and they say some shit, I troll back. Or you don't know how to rap, I say some shit to their ass. Or you a rap, or anything, I troll back on their ass. You know what I'm saying? You can't let that shit do nothing to you, man. You just gotta keep it going.
Yeah, man, that's true. A lot of people, the internet too, a lot of people, they're on Instagram every day. They're seeing all this stuff they can't afford. They're trying to rap ain't working out. It's hard for them to pay bills. They can't get fresh how they want to, so they become depressed, and then they lean to drugs. And then it's hard to, once you're on that fentanyl or you're taking them pills, it's hard to get out of that. It's hard to get out of that.
Addiction.
And the internet is a big problem.
I mean, the internet. Dude, I'm telling you, a nigga tell me, "Oh, Ralo, you too internet," and this come from different rap niggas. Nigga, why is you on the internet? The internet made all of us rich. The internet made all of us rich. So how in the fuck could you be too internet? Say, like, how that? It ain't even a possible way for any nigga that have made money off the internet to say you too internet. That's just like saying it's too much money. Where the fuck you read that at? Nigga, I'ma keep making the money. Why the streams, the views, this shit is paying us. The fuck y'all nigga talking about you too internet? Where the fuck you read that at, stupid ass nigga? Ain't no such thing as too internet. Get the money. If the money coming, let that shit keep coming, because guess what? Sometimes that shit'll slow down and you gotta be prepared for when that shit slow down.
You gotta be prepared.
I'ma keep going. I'ma keep talking. I'ma keep popping my shit. You telling me I'm getting paid to pop my shit and speak real facts and opinions? Oh, bitch, I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna say it, baby boy. You might as well get prepared, because, bitch, I ain't going nowhere. The internet got this Maybach. You talking about? And this motherfucker cost $258,000, and it's comfortable. It be massaging me. I like that shit. Bitches be old over here looking all pretty and fine next to me and shit. I like this shit. This shit a machine. I be typing shit and playing zuku and all kinds of shit. So guess what? The internet got this for me. So I don't give a fuck about what no nigga be saying, man. Fuck them people, man. Get the money.
Now, from your operation, we never really got into real details about your operation. I mean, the case is over with. We still don't have to get super detailed, but I just want to get an idea. So were you like the El Chapo of Atlanta? Like, what would you compare yourself to?
Man, I was just a hustling nigga that goddamn came from nothing and appreciated what I was given, and I just knew I just grabbed the method and it just worked out for me. I was able to buy a certain amount of coke that paid for my whole re-up, and at the same time I still had another thing that I was making a lot of money off of, and it just kept working. You smell me? And I just, if it ain't broke, you don't fix it.
When did you realize that, yo, this shit is different? Like, how much money did you ever make? Like, maybe your first $100,000 or $20,000 in a day?
I made $100,000 when I was like 18. You smell me? So like, it ain't. My first big money that I really noticed was $850,000. You smell me?
Why that
and
number?
That's when I knew. I was like, okay, oh bitch, I'm getting money. Okay,
but why that number though? Why that number?
Because like I was really hustling, and I think when you really like, you gotta go re-up, and you got the put this shit out, then you got bad packs and shit. So, I just suddenly sat down one day and just went inside the bank and I counted that shit. And then the bins was getting too small. I bought the biggest safe deposit box in that bitch, and it got full. I'm like, God damn, this bitch ain't never got full. So I started saying, okay, I'm gonna get some of these smaller bills and turn them into big bills. Then when I knew that the whole box, cause I used to still be scared inside the bank, like, well, one of these motherfuckers coming here. Well, one of these motherfuckers coming here. So I used to be like, hurry up and put money in there and shit, and hurry up and put this shit inside the safe deposit box. So when I knew that it was all big bills in this bitch, I said, oh, I need another security box. I need to get another one. Oh, it's some big money in this motherfucker. So let me count. And I counted. I had $850,000.
But why take illegal money to the bank though? Why not stash it away, bury it underground or something?
Man, that shit be like a myth. Like, I wasn't finna bury my goddamn money. I don't feel comfortable with burying my goddamn money on the ground. I put that shit in the safe deposit box, and I knew nigga had to rob the bank to get this out of there. I ain't no. You fuck around and need help with this shovel and shit, And the bitch be done be like, oh, I know where he put his money at and rob you, steal your shit. Oh no, I'm putting this shit in a deposit box. I got a little key and I come in and out this motherfucker when I get ready during bank hours. So what I did with the 850, I wanted to go buy me some more work. That's what I did.
What was the most money you made in 1 week?
Shit, I don't even remember. Son, that shit just coming. It started being normal. Like you don't really think I ain't never compete with myself and how much I need to make. I always competed with, okay, I gotta make sure brother I'm straight. What I gotta do to make sure my men got somewhere to stay or some reliable transportation. One of these niggas motor go out. This nigga need a lawyer. This nigga need a bond. This nigga need, okay, the trap just got busted. I gotta go buy some more. I gotta get another house to trap out. So my brain was never into how much money to make. It was always how to make sure we maintain this empire and keep building.
So you weren't never keeping a track of how much money was being made weekly?
It was never about the money. It was always about making sure
Shit was
people
straight.
was straight. You smell me?
Yeah.
Like niggas was going to jail. Niggas was dying. You had to pay for funerals. You had to pay for lawyers. You know, bills need to be paid. Car notes. Bitches were putting sneaker bars in some of the bros' gas tank. I had to buy new motors. Like it just shit was just going on. Life was just lifing. And that shit just went by so fast. Well, you know, you've been making them money 4-5 years.
Did it become stressful?
Became very stressful. When I got on that jet and them folk came on that bitch and came and got me, I felt like a mountain just uplifted off of me. I felt like, yes, like I ain't got to do this shit no more.
Wow. So it was like a relief.
A massive release.
Did you ever feel it coming though?
I always knew it was coming. I was trying to, what my stupid ass did, what my slick ass tried to do was convert all this heroin and cocaine to marijuana money. But this marijuana was so bunky, you gotta think about it, 10, 20 bricks of cocaine, that shit be like this. Nigga, this ain't nothing but 25 pounds of weed, you smell me? So, nigga, you gotta have so much weed to make money that I was never like, so the transporting it wasn't like transporting the dog food and the cocaine and shit, you smell me? Cause 10 bricks of boy look like so small, 10 bricks of girl look so small. But 1,000 pounds of weed, that shit looks so bunky, it's so big, you need trucks and shit and planes and shit. I ain't never had to do that shit on the dog food. That was it was kind of a gift and a curse to go over and try to cross over into weed. But that shit was like, I think was a bad idea.
So you think it was a bad decision to start selling weed? You should have just stuck with the coke and heroin.
I ain't ever get caught. See, I ain't ever get caught.
Yeah. Were there differences in the clientele? Because you know they say cocaine is a.
I'm talking about silent clientele and the dog food and the coke. I ain't ever. You know, I was promoting this weed shit on my Instagram. Hey, I got weed because I'm thinking this shit don't carry time. I ain't think I was doing no motherfucking major crime by saying I got the loads of weed. Like shit, this shit I was doing every fucking day and I ain't got locked up. You smell me?
So what's the differences between the clientele? I know cocaine is a rich man's drug that they like to say.
I ain't gonna say that because shit, you got people, mamas and shit that's not powder that don't even show their kids. That they try to hide that shit. You got heroin junkies that they're ashamed of the shit. So, you know, a motherfucker pull out a blunt right in your face and smoke it. Versus a person with a needle, you don't see that shit every day like that no more. You smell me? Like you don't see everybody putting them needles in their arm right in front of their kids and shit. So the clientele and the whole approach with this weed and other narcotics is totally different. Cause people hide that shit. Well, people don't really hide weed.
Yeah. Was it ever with the cocaine? Did you know how to make it yourself?
I knew how to scratch it. I didn't know
Yeah.
how to make it. Of course, it came from over my mans and them. They made sure I was scratch with the best. I scratched that shit. I got all the good little techniques to scratch it and make it real good and stay potent and make it come back in the bowl and make it come back in, I make it come back in your nose, and because you want that shit to come back right. You don't want it to burn their nose. You want it to drain right. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's a lot of different sciences and techniques to cut. That's where you find your money at. You know what I'm saying? That's how you really get down.
Mm. And was most of your clientele for coke with white people?
Dog food, white people. Coke,
Dog food.
I mean, Coke was just a little help with the dog because people like the speedball. They like to put the Coke with the dog food and speedball. It get on this.
Explain speedball. So it just heightens the hardness.
Mm-hmm.
Uh.
I ain't never did none of this shit, but that's kind of what they have told me.
So how do you know your quality is good if you never tried it? You have some like testers and shit?
Yeah, you gonna know they gonna keep coming if it's good. If they ain't coming, they ain't good. That's how you know.
So I mean, did you used to like you yourself, like when people would come to the trap, like was it lines around the trap or like?
Me, I'm like one of them niggas that was always organized. So I'm like McDonald's. I put one right here so they can hurry up and buy it and go. I put one up the street. So like wherever my demographic of people coming, I make sure I can accommodate them people in those different areas. So I had houses every damn well. That's how I started buying real estate. I started doing it like that first because they kept trying to kick me out of everywhere I went. I had to buy them bitches so I ain't had to get kicked out no more. But I had hella traffic now, don't get me wrong.
Was it ever times where a customer needed you to front them? Would you ever front them or?
I had some shit inside some little capsules, and we just gave them all out every day. Like whenever they needed a fix, here go a capsule that'll fix you. You know what I'm saying?
That's smart because that'll make them come back.
I mean, it just get them off in front of the door. You don't want nobody at the door begging and shit. Some people got a passion for people asking them for shit, and they like to feel king, and it makes they dick hard and make them happy. I don't even with that. If I got it to give, gone.
You think you're the biggest drug dealer to ever come out of Atlanta?
I wouldn't say that. It's a lot of niggas that made a lot of fucking money. I just I'ma just say I'm probably the most caring and probably the most passionate and probably the most biggest person that gave back from my city. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of niggas made money. It's still niggas in the city making more money than me right now that ain't giving back the way I give back. So I wouldn't say I was the biggest, but I damn sure can say that, I don't know if to say if I'm the realest or whatnot, but I will say that I'm the most caring. I care about my people. I'm still over here in the hood right now. Ain't no nigga with no $15, $20 million over here, but me.
Snow on the Bluff. That's
right.
Your hood.
Right.
Was that movie? Did that? Because that came out like 15 years ago.
Right.
Was that like a motivation for you?
I ain't never seen that damn movie.
Yeah.
My sister in that movie, man, and I'm from here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was on the block selling my first bag of crack cocaine when he shot that movie. So, like, I remember Kurt walk around the motherfucking Bluff with that damn camera. I be like, what the fuck this stupid ass nigga doing with this camera? And he used to be like, Glass House Entertainment, straight drop, all that old country ass shit. I used to be like, man, he fucking up my auntie, how many you want? He walking with a camera. I'm trying to serve and make me some money. So I remember that. And now that the movie out, I be like, man, I remember I was trying to serve somebody that day he was shooting that movie. So, like, it just ain't clicked to me like, okay, Ralo, go look at the movie. Like, but I love Kurt.
You could have been in that movie. You could have been in that movie, but it's good you wasn't.
No, I mean, I'm just a grateful nigga, man. I'm just happy, Sean. I'm at
Yeah.
peace. But don't get me wrong, every time I see some lame shit, I'm keep going up on a bitch. I don't care.
Yeah, I could tell, man. You're different from you were way more serious before you went in.
Yeah, that's what everybody
Now,
say. I ain't know this nigga was that funny, this nigga was that crazy, this nigga was a clown. Nigga, this just me. Your ass just ain't them motherfucking people. You know, it was serious back then. I ain't serious no more. I don't take none of this shit serious. I don't take none of these niggas serious. Man, look at these niggas, man. Come on, man. Look, Wood around the motherfucker balling, having the time of his life. Y'all up here talking about this shit serious. This shit ain't serious, man. Fuck that, man. Y'all niggas ain't talking about a bitch ass thing, man.
last thing before we move on. So, the cocaine you had a plug. What was it from? Like Colombia or somewhere?
I don't know where he was getting that shit from. He just made sure that shit was coming the right way and it was good shit. You smell me? I don't know where he was getting it from.
So you didn't ever have to go anywhere to get it. It just came to you.
I went wherever he told me to go get it. He talking about the planes went just going to Cali. I was having fun. I ain't never been on a passport. I was places. I was in Mexico on the little scooter. Damn. I was everywhere with the motherfucker. I'm talking about I got them bitches back in every kind of way you could possibly think of. You talking about niggas was catching me over there. Like, well, that's Ralo. What's up, man?
Damn.
Hola.
So how much was it to fly private? Do you remember?
See, it was a lot. It depends on where you going and how
Where
you
you
getting it.
going?
Cause you needed a small jet to get the dog and the coat. You needed a golf screen to get 1,000 pounds. Cause you know you got to look at the cargo. And if you just saying you want a cargo plane, the FAA got so many different goddamn policies to it. So I couldn't just get, cause I wanted to just get me a little cargo plane, put all that shit in there. I ain't want no seats in that motherfucker. Just me and it, or my man and it. You know what I'm saying? So like, it just depends on where I'm going and what I'm getting. That determines the plane.
So recently, news broke out that Pee Wee Longway, and it was a whole RICO case that arrested 101 people. Pee Wee Longway got arrested, and you know it's not looking too good, man. You knew Pee Wee, yeah. So when you
But
see
see,
that, like what?
when you looking at this indictment, let's just say the Fed stack shit. They stack shit. So like today they buy $1,000 pack for you. Tomorrow they buy $1,000 pack for you. The next day they buy $1,000 pack for you. They just say 7 days straight they spent $1,000. To them, it's $7,000. To us, we only made probably $200-300 off each move. You get what I'm saying? So we might go to the plug just to get this little pack to sell for $1,000. So we might have paid $500 for this just to make us $1,000. So we really ain't got nothing but $500. You smell me? But the feds, they gonna say it was 7,000. So the people, they might see, the feds don't just come just one day. Like they do their homework. They got you. They might investigate your ass 5-10 years before they push up on your ass. So what I'm saying, when we look at this indictment and say it's 100 million or 200 million, you gotta think about it. They might have came for $1 million 200 times and said, okay, it's a $200 million indictment. You smell me? And you gotta think about it, with that amount of people on that motherfucking indictment, like, that ain't that much money. 40 niggas on the indictment and they saying it's worth $200 million. That means 200 times $1 million have been dispersed to the feds for 40 people. Now we do the math on 40 people divided by goddamn 200, by $1 million. That's not really a lot of fucking money. Cause even with 10 people, that's just $100,000 a piece. So with 20 people, we looking at 50. So we looking at $25,000 a piece for a $200 million thing. It's just, when you look at the indictment and you really dig into indictments and shit, it don't be what we think it be. You smell me?
Yeah.
Now, like for my weed, you see how it was 400 and something and 500 and something equals 1,000? Like that. Like what if I would have served the feds 10 times that amount? They would have said Ralo got caught with 10,000 pounds. But in real life, I really was just serving 1,000 of time. You get what I'm saying? That's just how the feds go. And me saying this shit onto the camera, they still ain't gonna understand what they dumb ass.
Right. So I mean, what do you, Pee Wee Longway? I mean, what advice would you tell him, or you know?
Pee Wee got goddamn 2 choices. He gonna sit his ass down or he gonna pay a nigga to take a charge. That's what he gonna do. He gotta do either or. You smell me? You gonna pay a nigga to take a charge or you gonna sit down. But if you pay a nigga if you pay a nigga to take a charge, they gonna call your ass a rat. That's what they always call a nigga that goddamn pay a nigga to take a charge. Oh, he's a rat. But you know what I'm saying? So you just gotta choose between the two. Do you wanna pay a nigga to take a charge or you wanna goddamn and this a hard arm. It's a hard arm. What you talking about?
So is it true you kicked out one of your homies out of Fam Goon because of a chain?
Hell nah. I wouldn't dare do no shit like that.
Did you see that though?
I seen that. That shit be so stupid, man. Like I honestly love all the Farragoons. I love all the bros. And you know, certain shit that be done, it's just hard to come back from. Like certain shit is sentimental. You smell me? Like if Rich Homie, for example, if Rich Homie would have gave you a gift, maybe a chain, maybe some cars or anything, and somebody take that from you, I can't get that back for you. You smell me? Like, it's gonna be hard for me to equal out giving you that back. It's just, that shit just sentimental. So like, you know, certain shit just be hard to get by. And you know, I'm one of the nigga that want peace amongst mankind. And it just be hard to bring that shit when they be done cross certain lines.
Yeah, cause y'all seen something on YouTube about somebody's chain getting took, and you were mad at them for taking the chain. You were mad at one of your people for taking somebody else's chain. I don't know.
I don't know, but you know, I'm gonna just keep that shit in the street, Sean. I ain't gonna talk about that. I love you, but I ain't talk about that. They gotta handle that business in the street.
For sure, man. Now we did post you at
now
Mo
I'm gonna
3's
tell you about
gravesite.
shit that I reached my statute of limitation about, like drugs and all that kind of shit. I tell like shit I got convicted for shooting niggas, or shit I got convicted for moving tons of coke. You know, weed and shit like that. I'll tell you about that. But shit that I can't talk about, I'm just tell you, Sean, I love you and I can't talk about it.
I respect it. I respect it. Now we posted you at Mo 3's gravesite on Say Cheese.
Right.
That posted like 2 million. And people were upset. I don't think people knew what was going on. But you was at Mo 3's gravesite in Dallas, and you know, people were highly upset about that.
Man, I told that man family that I was gonna make sure when I get to Dallas, I was gonna shoot that video for that man, bro. That's one of the highest streaming songs on his album. I don't know what I got into me that day on that verse, but I got on that motherfucker and I did that Ralo. And people actually love that fucking verse. So if they family looking at the screaming, and they family he got an estate, you know what I'm saying? He got to trust that his money going to be able to provide for his family. I don't know who the hell told him how to do that, but he actually did some smart shit before he died. So what I'm saying is, I gave this man family, his mama gave us the address to go to this grave site. So if y'all motherfuckers gonna go against this man mama, then I don't know what more to tell you. This is family. They wanted it done, so I did it for them. And motherfucker, honestly, bro, I see a whole lot of people go to this man grave site, take pictures and sit on that thing, because they got like this little thing you can sit on them. It's 1,000 people going over there taking pictures of that. I took my goddamn picture and I got roasted. At first, the motherfucker was saying Ralo shoot his own video at Mo 3. Nigga, this ain't even my motherfucking song. You smell me? I did what they asked me to do. I did what the videographer told me to do. And guess what? His whole entire family said, bro, you the realest nigga in the world for what you just did. Mo 3 is dead. What the hell can I benefit from him? Like, what the hell? Like, I don't understand. Like, people don't even be represented for dead niggas or niggas in jail. They forget about these people. I just know how I feel to be sitting in the cell and being forgotten about. So those that's in graveyards, I ain't been in no graveyard, but I feel for them. You smell me? These people got kids, they got mamas. They really be wanting their kids and their mamas. They be wanting they fucking people that's dead legacy to live. And niggas in jail, they be wanting you to say freedom. They be wanting you to post them. So I was one of them, so I know for a fact that's the right thing to do.
Yeah. I mean, rest in peace, Mo 3. Did you ever get to meet him?
Never got to meet him. He was a great Ralo supporter. He always said free Ralo. He was following me on his page, you know, prior to my arrest. And, you know, I ain't never meet him, but shit, he fucked with me, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of niggas that fuck with me that I don't know and I haven't been introduced to yet, but I damn near want to meet every nigga that love me. He's talking about, if I got 1 million fans, I want to meet every last one of them motherfuckers. Let's take a picture, bitch. He's talking about.
Yeah. Now Woody's also from
Why
Atlanta.
the hell you keep saying Woody? His name is Woody.
Woody?
Woody.
Oh, it's Woody.
Yeah, you keep saying Woody. His name is Woody.
Nah, because Charleston White introduced me to this guy, and Charleston was saying Woody. So,
Yeah, I be seeing him say Woody too. He be cussing Woody out. I be like, why the hell you keep saying and Woody this and Woody that? I'm like, man, his name is Woody.
yeah, nah, but Woody, man, he's from Atlanta as well.
Right.
He's famous for, I guess you could say that he snitched or whatever. You personally know him?
Man, I know Woody good as a motherfucker. I was in love Joe with Woody for months. Like, I was with him the first whole couple years of his bid. I mean, you know, I had no idea that all that was going on. Like, you know, he ain't never tell me that type of shit. And, you know, I really honestly glad I didn't know. And I really don't even look at, like, right now to this day, even when it's on my timeline and on YouTube and shit of him being in that little interrogation room, I don't want to look at that shit. I ain't never looked at it. Even the shit with Ghana supposed to be told in the courtroom, I never looked at it because I don't like feeding to negativity. You smell me? I hate to see bad shit. Like, there was a nigga I used to sit with every single day inside of here. I don't want to see no fucked up ass shit that he have possibly done. I just, you know, I really loved this man, like, to death. Before he even got famous and shit off this shit, like, this was my motherfucking friend. Like, I really, like, this was my dog, you smell me? So, I don't even, you know, I still be having a conflict of, like, damn, I ain't know all that was going on, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't never came to him and be like, hey, why you ain't tell me all that was going on? Because I really genuinely grabbed a massive amount of love for Lil Woody. You gotta think about it. Before that, we was at war. You gotta think about it. He was with Thug, and at one time, you know, we weren't too much of friends. You smell me? He was in this shit called 30 Deep, and you know, the nigga, you know, Thug done was Rock Crew or whatnot. So they say, you know, but yeah, all that shit was going on, and we weren't friends with them niggas. We was all of us was oppositions. You smell me? And you know, me and Thug, we made amends. You know what I'm saying? Me and Lil Woody, we made amends. We became friends and things of that matter. So,
yeah, I seen you ended up working with Key Glock, and we all know that, you know, that's Young Dolph's right hand man, cousin, right? What was that like, man? And how's Key Glock doing mentally?
That was like Dolph. He was a piece of Dolph, and Dolph was a piece of him. And when he was taken from him, like it took a significant part of him that even when I be with him, I be like, man, I'm funny. I like make everybody laugh, everybody love Ralo, and you can barely get that shit out of home. And I was with Key Glock before all of this rap shit, before his shit popped off. Me, him, and Jay Fizzle did Unusual Niggas on my Diary of the Streets project. So like, I know Key Glock. Key Glock was with me and Lil Baby when he first came to Atlanta before Lil Baby got to My Dog, or before Lil Baby got the freestyle and things that matter. So like, to see the before and then see the after, because I went to prison for 6 years. So, I could just, no matter what I do to try to bring them up, man, that shit ain't gonna never happen. Like, Shawty gonna always, Dolph was a masterpiece of him, bro. You smell me?
Mm. Yeah, man. And it's crazy that the 100K hit that Jook allegedly put on Dolph's head, it was for the whole PRE. It wasn't just Dolph. So, it's just crazy of what could have happened. You know what I'm saying? And people going back home during holidays to enjoy themselves, to give away turkeys, and for that to happen. So, shout out to Key Glock. He's carrying PRE the right way. I think he just had a platinum record. So shout out to him, man.
That's my family. I love my brother to death.
What do you have coming in the future, man? I mean, you just released a tape. You're all over the internet right now. People love to hate. People hate to love. What do you have coming? What do you have to say to the people who say you can't rap? Your voice is annoying. What could we expect from the fourth quarter of 2024?
I mean, I just posted a post of Dolph when I was incarcerated. I posted his album or whatnot. And Dolph told me, keep going. He told me don't stop. He told me keep rapping. So I think that I'm going to do what Dolph said do in reference to the rap game. If Dolph told me keep going, I'm going to keep going.
Yeah, just the fourth quarter, man. Like, what do you have coming? All eyeballs are on you. What do you have coming the rest of the fourth quarter?
So yeah, I'm gonna keep rapping because Dolph told me to keep rapping, man. And I ain't gonna stop until goddamn, Dolph tell me to stop and sorry to hear, but he ain't here right now, so I'm just going on and on and on. And my ultimate goal is to complete the project that I got over here, man. I'm trying to build on top of my players and, do me some condominiums, and I'll be the first young nigga from my city to ever do that. I built my man's did. I'm trying to build my mama a house from the ground up, build myself a house from the ground up. That's all I'm on right now. Like, I ain't even giving a fuck about what another nigga got to say. And if it take me to continue to, talk shit on Instagram to get the money and, keep calling, and let Sean pull up over here and let me do my interviews, then that's what I got to do to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? I got a goal that I'm trying to get to, and until then, I'm going to drop my book February the 12th on my birthday, and I'm going to start shooting my movie. And, I ain't going to give them too much. I'm going to just keep getting it to you, baby. We Vlad and Boosie.
My boy, man. Until next time, be safe, all right?
Oh, I love you forever.